You mentioned staff, and there's been quite a few staff members through the years. Whenever we hire someone, usually within the first week that they start, you give them a tour, and this is another thing that once you retire, we're going to have a hard time, I think, keeping that alive, and maybe that's when you'll return just for new staff. Talk about that. Why do you think that's important?
Well, I do give people, the new staff, a walk around the building, you know, what you're calling a tour, and point out some of the historic bikes that we have up and so on. But what's more important is I just sit down and give them a little history about the organization, you know, going back to the very beginning of the organization, to give them some context for what this place is all about. And it's important, I think, especially for the fact that when the organization was just forming, and when you go back to when I was just beginning to bicycle, based on my father's inspiration, that adult bicycling just wasn't happening in America. The bicycle was a toy, and it was really something special, the way it caught on very slowly, and how there were a lot of people that worked to make it what it is today. And younger staff especially, they just have no idea, because the whole time they've grown up, just like having a computer at hand, they just assume that bicycling has always been this honored thing in America. And it's just good to give them that perspective. And one thing I always end that little history lecture is with the fact that the reason this place has worked and over the years is just that we tend to draw some really marvelous people to our staff. It makes all the difference.